Good evening, guys. He's just fallen over stuff on the way back round the desk.
Right, let's get started. Good evening and welcome to another live basement golf show. So, before we get started, Super Sixes, we want to know, did you enjoy it? What did you think of it?
If you liked it, give us a thumbs up on the video. If not, then comment below. Tell us what you didn't like about it.
Yeah.
If there's anything that you didn't like.
Or you'd want to improve.
Yeah, or you want to add in there, let us know.
Yeah, also, if there's anything else that you think golf should be doing to attract newer audiences, changing that sort of 72-hole format, let us know.
I think it was a good mix-up this week.
Definitely.
It was something innovative.
Innovative. You love that word, don't you? We've had trouble with that word before. Innovative.
I'm just not going to go with it.
But what was great about it was the green sims, I think, for me, that made it. Obviously, the 6-hole stuff is good.
Yeah.
But green sims is either an awesome format because you just get one in play and bomb it off the tee with the second player, or if the first player hits it in the water, hits it out of bounds, then all of a sudden, oh crikey, we're only playing foursomes now. We've got to get this next ball in play. And because the holes were short and because it was, if you got a point on the board, you're pretty much done. It's very difficult to come back once you got 1-0 up. It was interesting, especially in the final. Denmark went 1 hole down, and then the next hole, both the Australians put it in the water off the tee, and it's just like, there goes that hole. Give it straight back to them. Momentum's on the Danish, and it was such a pivotal turning point in that final because Australia had got that point. They were 1-0 up, and it was like, well, that's going to be theirs. They're going to easily win this, and then literally walked to the next tee, snap hook both the balls into the water, and that was it.
That done, yeah. I didn't get to watch any of it today.
No.
But it was one of those things that just, it looked so good. Yeah. And all our picks did okay, to be fair.
Yeah, everyone that commented, we picked really well. Obviously, England were the favourites. Yeah. But Ben, that was, you're allowed to pick the favourites. It's just us that's not allowed to pick the favourites each week. And they did do well. I mean, it was...
They did, yeah. Tough. I'd imagine they'd have felt a bit of extra pressure being at home and bits and pieces.
And I think Andy Sullivan made sure he played up to his personality to make sure that he was... Because on paper, I know Sully's good fun and everything, and as you've sort of seen him on vlogs with other people and sort of interviews, he has got a bit of personality, but he's not beef, is he?
No.
He's not, Poulter or someone like that who just naturally charismatic. He does kind of have to fight with a bit, and Chris Wood completely isn't. That's not his thing at all. So from that sort of, I was a bit worried when it was that pairing, if they were going to draw the crowds in that the people wanted.
Yeah,
but I think the format did that, and obviously you've got people like Maestro who's really out there as well, and the Scottish guys coming through and doing really well.
Yeah, so they were really good. Like Richie Ramsey and Mark Warren have played really good golf. On the bits and pieces I've seen over the few days I've watched it, it's just they have played some mint golf. And Centurion Club, what a
venue!
It was, a lot of people wouldn't have really heard of that venue so much. So great for them to get a lot of exposure really quickly. It looks a great place. We're definitely planning to go down and play.
Yeah, definitely.
So watch this space. We'll hopefully get something filmed down there for you guys. But it just looked a great venue. It looked like, and being just on the outskirts of London, it would have drawn that crowd out of the capital as well, which was good. And it's great that they've tried something different, and they can't. Nobody can say that they haven't tried. No. So if it only lasts a little while, I'm a bit of that thing. Like, I like the match play competitions. We don't have that anymore. Yeah. It's all those bits and pieces that isn't just a 72-hole event. Yeah,
definitely. It's something that's a bit different.
Don't get me wrong, I love Wentworth. Like, Wentworth in a couple of weeks' time is amazing. I love going down. Yeah. It's the whole spectacle of the thing. I love it. But it is just another event. It is sometimes just nice to just mix it up.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And have a smaller field. And again, those guys that were there, the ones that came through, so the Danish, the Scottish guys, the Aussies, really embraced the format. They were like, right, let's go all out. Vernon Kay was interviewing the guys on the way round, and they were saying that the Aussies came over literally straight after the China Open last week, spent a few days in London, did all the sightseeing, had a good time, because normally they haven't got time to do anything in the cities they visit, because they're straight into Monday, Tuesday practice, Wednesday pro-am, Thursday off we go. They didn't start till Saturday, so they could actually enjoy themselves, and I think that made them feel more comfortable. Definitely. And we just hope it continues.
Well done, European Tour. Very good.
Very good.
Very
So
good.
let's move on to PGA Tour, which we've got on down here.
Yeah.
We're currently looking at the leaderboard.
What a geezer.
Patrick Reed and Pat Perez.
Pat Perez. What?
Yeah.
That's a look, isn't it?
Yeah,
I know
that-
I'm not one to comment on people's haircuts,
No, nor am
but
I.
I'm proper jealous of the.
He's
Like,
got-
he could give me some of that.
He could halve that and
Yeah.
have 2 people's heads on that. So Pat Perez, Dustin Johnson, and Patrick Reed.
Yeah.
It's going to be a really good back
It is,
nine
yeah.
this evening. It's
I honestly, like, I watched some of this the other night, and I just couldn't see DJ getting fired up and that high up the leaderboard as he makes an absolute bomb.
lipped out.
Just took that out, didn't I? But I just couldn't see him getting back up there. He looked okay, but he didn't look sort of match ready. But you can never tell with him. He's so
I think the thing
laid back. It's ridiculous.
He's so laid back. He's so just down to earth, gets on with it. But he's also so good at the moment that even when he doesn't look like he's enjoying it or going for it, he's still capable of producing.
And that's
good
it. Like,
golf.
and we've seen with all the best players over the years that they can win with A game, B game, C, D,
whatever's
E,
needed.
whatever. Just get it done. But yeah, he's very good.
Patrick Reed
is in the undergrowth.
In the trees on the left of the
Ooh,
ninth.
that's
He's
some
had a
leg
big
action.
hook and a little bit of I wouldn't say it's
No,
Sergio Garcia run.
Well, it wasn't quite Affy Barnrat in the week as well.
No, Affy's great.
Get that leg following through.
Affy Barnrat, when they lost, you wouldn't have seen it today. They lost on the last hole. It might even have been a playoff. I can't remember. Either the last hole or a playoff hole to the Danish, and he's just gone, and he's like literally on his knees down. He's like, that's what it means to him, and it's great. It's great to see that patriotism, because again, he wouldn't have a Ryder Cup to ever play in, or President's Cup. He's hardly going to get into those things, so it's nice for him to
Well, he
have
could play
that.
President's Cup.
He could play President's Cup, but there's a lot of people ahead of him.
Yeah, there is.
Right, we're watching a little picture up here. But yeah, so the three of
John
them...
Rahm, hold it.
Oh, how good is John Rahm?
He pitched in like final hole yesterday for a birdie.
Yeah. And they say the short game's the weakness in this game.
I honestly can't wait to see him in a Ryder Cup shirt.
Imagine him and Garcia together. The explosions in the atmosphere those two can create. Yeah, just amazing. I can show you that. That's
the back of the Farmers. Same shirt on.
Must be his Sunday pin. Is that alive, is it?
Yeah.
All good. Ben, I did want the Danes, but didn't want to copy you, Si. Well done. John Rahm just sunk a big putt. Here comes his back nine charge. We're obviously paying too much attention to this screen and not enough to this screen.
Just made a 2.
Yeah. Yeah, he could do back nine charge, Ben. You're right. He's definitely capable of it, as we're showing him watching another shot here at Augusta, 13th. So yeah,
we birdied that.
We did birdie that. Yeah, if you haven't seen the Augusta, that was so much fun to play.
Go and check out the Augusta vlogs if you haven't seen that.
It's Sawgrass next week, isn't it, players? And I would love to do something players related. So we watch this space. We haven't, literally I've just come back from holiday, so we haven't really done much this week.
No. We've been a bit, like the schedule has been a bit out there.
That's mostly my fault.
Well, and I was away the back end of the week before, so I had Q school, and then I was away because it was my birthday. So I was away for that, and then you were away on holiday. So we've been a bit out of schedule. So
post-marathon sort of relaxing. So we're back on it. Yes,
we're back on it.
So coaching will come out tomorrow night, and we'll be back. Talky Small Tuesday. We're back to normal. So no, he's not commented back yet, but yes, we're probably a couple of minutes behind you guys that are watching the golf as well. So we are now over the back of the 9th green with Patrick Reed.
Right, to coincide watching this last night, we've had to watch the fight back as well.
Did you? Is it now come back to available to watch on Sky now? Is it?
Yeah.
Cool, I might sit down and watch that at some point. I've got quite a bit of TV watching to catch up. I've got some marathon stuff that I want to watch, which I obviously.
You got your pictures through yet?
But yeah, I got my pictures through. Yeah.
Some good ones.
There's some good ones. There's some
ones where you look like you're hurting.
Funny faces on some of them. Yeah, I'll put some of them on social media over the next few weeks. But there's a few where I'm definitely walking, not moving very quickly.
Yeah.
There was quite a lot of walking in the last 11 miles.
I just want to show you something. Actually, just seeing his driver.
Patrick Reed's driver.
Yeah, he's got an Epic.
Yeah.
Have you? Yeah.
This is about Epic Customs. They've released now. I don't know if you've seen it, guys, but you can get. I don't know if it's coming to this country or not. I just saw it's certainly available in America.
So one of the lads that I teach, he says the caption on the picture is, "My mate bought an Epic, so my other mate splashed out as well." seems legit. Hashtag seems legit. So
Hopefully you can see that.
Hopefully you can see that. It
It's got a
Cleveland Launcher 460 titanium with Epic written in Sharpie marker on the bottom. Brilliant.
I love it. That's quite. That's like the old Oakley's trick, wasn't it? When you bought a fake pair of Oakleys and you just draw the circle on the side.
Used to buy when you're on holiday.
Exactly. Oakies. Right, Mickelson.
All good sunglasses bought off a beach somewhere.
Yes, definitely. No UV protection whatsoever. Basically magnifies the UVs into your eyes.
I've actually got burnt through my sunglasses.
Yeah, so we're going to sit here and watch this for a bit. So yeah, if you are watching and you do want to let us know what's going on, Reeder's making hard work of this, but scrambling well. You're probably telling us, Ben, that he hits a decent chip shot in a minute, but we haven't seen it just yet. Yeah, Mickelson's just tapped in for his par there on 13. So most importantly, while we're waiting,
you had to bring it up, didn't you?
Of course I did.
You might as well. Oh, you can. Yeah, you can.
You can see it. Yeah, so
I might as well just give it all. So.
No. So that is the pot. It's all coming my way. We've got. There's that going to be for players? Do you want to predict that now?
Oh, is that not this? Did I put this week's in?
No, but that's fine. That is fine.
Oh, players. Oh. I'm not sure if I can call it this early.
No, we'll have a look at the players on for Wednesday night. For me, it all depends who wins here. If DJ wins this, he's not going to win the players for me. I'm not going to ever go back-to-back weeks, I don't think.
It's tough.
It's so hard to win back-to-back.
Tough.
Oh, we're on 5% battery on the iPad, so this is definitely not going to last a great deal longer.
No.
There we go.
Oh, good. He's good scrambling. Look at that.
He is quality, though, isn't he? And he's such a fighter. Him, Perez, and Dustin Johnson, all fighters. They don't. I mean, Dustin Johnson's obviously in a lot of form at the moment, but over the years, he hasn't certainly isn't the straightest golfer in the world. Well, he's now, but wasn't then. Interesting with John Rahm, he's saying that his driver is his favourite club in the bag.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because there's so few of them nowadays are that way, are they? Dustin is probably only one of the other ones who you'd say would just hit driver.
Probably. Rory likes to whack it.
Yeah, Rory does like to whack it, yeah. Sure whether it's his favourite. Certainly he's not a putter, is it? That's not his favourite club in the bag at the moment.
It's definitely not my favourite club.
Putter?
No. Driver.
Work to be done. A driver's not your favourite club, no. It's
but
certainly not
it's
mine.
almost a needs must.
Yes, definitely. But yeah, for me personally, post-marathon now, I am right on it golf-wise.
We've got better ball to play.
We've got better ball to play. Yes. But yeah, looking forward to that. The old
hopefully it won't.
Shield Park. Hopefully it won't rain.
Apocalyptic rain last year.
It was so wet.
If you go back through our social media, I have not seen it rain that hard so much in such a short space of time. 1 minute it was like drizzling. You were like, "Oh, just go and tap that putt in." The next minute, you couldn't even walk on the green.
No, you hit the shot, and by the time you'd walked on the green, you couldn't hold the putt. And it was only like 4 foot putt, wasn't it? 3 foot putt, not even that. So
like trying to go through my routine to hold the putt because knew it was going to be twice as wet when we come back, and plus we knew we were going to get called in, and we were here.
Yeah. Clubhouse
was here. And bizarrely, the next tee was like over there somewhere. It was like miles away.
It wasn't just the next tee, was it? It was the next tee and 2 tees later and a green and another. It's like a real congested bit, wasn't it, when we went back out? No, it wasn't good.
Bottleneck.
Reed, US version. This is Ben, thank you. Patrick Reed, US version of Ian Poulter. Irritating to watch from a Ryder Cup perspective, but you have to respect his drive and what he gets out of his game. Not the most talented, but big heart. You're right there.
Yeah.
That sums him up to a T, actually. He's just a scrapper. He's just a scrapper. That's what he does. Yeah. He is very talented at what he does. He's not going to be the longest hitter. He's not going to be the best at any particular part of the game. But the whole package is good.
Very, very good.
Adverts. So Sawgrass next week.
Yeah.
A course that is, again...
It's one of those courses you could actually, like... Because you've played it on Tiger Woods and bits and pieces, you could walk around it and be fine. Yeah. And everyone I know that's played it, I've got a mate of mine who are hoping we're going to get sent some stuff from, is playing in the Sawgrass Pro-Am, the PGA one, not the actual PGA Tour one, but the week after the players.
Is he?
So Jackson's there to play that.
Lovely. That'd be
so
nice.
Hopefully he can send us some bits and pieces from that.
Yeah, that would be good. It's always, anytime you get a chance to see inside the ropes, behind the scenes of anything,
because it will be set up. Obviously, they play it on the Wednesday, and the tournament finishes Sunday. So it will still be in pretty tournament-ready condition.
And they won't have taken. I don't think they'll have taken all the grandstands and the marquees and stuff down by the
So
Wednesday.
by that time,
So it'll still be
I
stadium
think that's
set
why they
up.
do it there.
Very good.
That program looks quality. That's run by the affiliated to the PGA
of America, yeah.
But they do one at Sawgrass, one at Pebble Beach, one in Arizona.
What, all in a little mini series, or is this across,
it's just like,
across the whole year?
Yeah, it's called the Pro-Am Tour or something.
Right, okay.
Looks amazing.
Nice.
Pinehurst.
So how comes he's just been
One of the
invited?
lads from here, off the East Region Tour, fancied it, and two of his mates are going, and it's coincided with his 30th birthday and his stag do, something like that. So it's like two things in one. So they're all. Dave's out there on holiday with his family, and then he's going to go up.
Just go up and play.
Go up and play.
So he's just playing that one event. He's not doing the tour.
No, they do like 4 different courses.
They just okay.
He does like 4 different courses around that area, so like on 4 days.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
So yeah, can't be bad, eh?
That's not bad. That sounds like a good trip.
If anybody wants to play in any of them pro-ams,
let us know.
definitely sign up for them.
Yes.
Well up for that.
So Ben has also commented, what about G-Mac's return to form?
Oh yeah, he has been playing. He played good yesterday, and he's one of those people that when it gets windy, when it gets tough, you can't
fault him.
You can't fault him. Like just from where he grew up. Like if it starts to blow a gale, all of those lads that grew up in if it just blowing a gale and raining sideways, then they're just used to it. They just don't care. They don't look at it and go, oh, it's rubbish outside. It's just.
Yep.
Well, I had to grow up playing in that, so let's just go and do it.
Yeah, definitely. He's one of those, again, very similar to Patrick Reed, where he's not the most talented. He's not got the prettiest golf swing, but very functional. Knows what he does.
Functional for that type of
golf,
definitely.
And again, it just shows how small that line is between the top level and that sort of almost forgotten about.
Yeah.
And we don't know what it is. Maybe it's a change of ball. Maybe it's a change of putter or something, or a swing idea, and it just gives it that belief that he can shoot 4 under, 5 under, rather than 1 under level. And it's not a tangible difference, that 1 or 2 shots, but all of a sudden he's in contention. And yeah, good luck to him. I mean, and again, he'll be one that will be looking at Ryder Cups and looking at, people like Darren Clark.
He's won round Paris National as well. He's won the French, so it'd be somewhere he'd like to go back to. He's got good memories there as well. And that served him well when they went to Celtic Manor. I know that was a few years ago now, but it was one of those things. He'd won the Welsh Open on that course in that year.
Yeah.
I know he'd won the US Open as well, but he'd actually won round that course. So I think anytime you go back to anywhere that you would have won a tournament, you would be massively, massively confident.
You've also got to remember that it's not long until the British Open is in Ireland as well. In Northern Ireland, and being Northern Irish, he's going to want to...
On the course he grew up on.
He's going to want to be in that. He's going to want to be in some form for that. And that's got to be playing on your mind, even a couple of years out, thinking this
It's
is...
one of those things. I know, like, Rory came out with it and said that he'd struggled at playing at home for the first few years of his career, didn't he?
the Irish Open.
Really struggled at home.
Yeah, and again, you saw that when he won the Irish Open, how much it meant to him. Because, it does. There aren't many... Shane Lowry.
Another man that plays well when it's rubbish weather.
Yeah, I love his attitude. I just seems to smile his way around the golf course.
He's good on hard...
Probably not going to be smiling when they pan back to him in about 3 seconds time.
Hard golf course, but he'll get a drop away from that. It's pretty easy up and down.
Yeah, he should be fine. And also, that's 16, isn't it? We don't want to go anywhere near the water. So I look down the leaderboard.
Far too many American flags on that leaderboard.
There is a lot. Yeah, there is a lot.
We'll let them off because it's their tour.
It is their tour.
So we'll let them off.
Yeah, and again, a lot of the guys aren't going to be playing 2 weeks running.
Yeah. Smiley Coffin's doing well.
He's had a good year. Billy Hurley third. He's been going well this year. He's been having a lot of top 10s, top 20s. Keep the checks rolling in, which is what they want to do.
Yeah, Brian Harmon as well.
Second page.
Vaughan Taylor's having a good week.
Alex Noren is. He had a
was
flying first round, didn't he? David Lingworth, he's another one.
Finished well, 400 today for a 500 total.
Okay, yeah, and his form is there, isn't it? He's going to have. He's coming back. Ryder Cup?
Yeah.
Be nice. Again, it's something that he'll want to do. Cabrera-Bello, another solid week in America. Again, another one of these that's making that transition. Molinari, obviously off the back of his win.
Yeah.
It's
thought Adzi pulled a blinder first 2 rounds. I'm thinking, where have you pulled that one from?
I know. That's great, isn't it? That's why we love to see the picks, because we star them on the app so we can follow who's picked who, and it's great to see. And that's why we love all the picks, because you get that chance to see everybody else's idea.
Yeah.
Because certainly it was our idea, is it? So we didn't do very well this week.
I don't do very well most weeks.
We both missed the cut this week on PGA Tour quite easily. But
I do pretty badly most weeks.
Yes.
But there you go.
So Ben, if you're watching and commenting, let us know what you thought about golf sixes as a fairly new person to golf in the grand scheme of things, but obviously very keen and very dedicated. What do you think of that as opposed to the 72-hole tournaments that you're used to watching? Let us know. And
he's played some cracking golf courses, Ben has, over the last couple of weeks.
He's been travelling around,
Been out to Vegas and played a couple of lovely golf courses.
Yeah, very jealous. I've just got to keep looking at this screen because he'll comment in a minute and I won't be watching.
Yeah.
But it's only adverts on here at the moment. So what we got coming up the next couple of weeks. So I went to Ping the day after London Marathon to get fitted.
Brave man.
So I've got a review of that coming. I was going to edit it last week, but I did forget to take the SD card on holiday with me.
Whoops.
Which my wife and family would have probably been very happy about, because otherwise I'd have been sat ploughed on the computer of that. They're also very lucky to go around the Ping factory for a tour, and I did film most of the tour. I'm not quite sure how the audio is going to come out yet because I haven't really watched it back.
Are you allowed to show everyone everything?
So we asked before we went in, and they said, as much social media, as much video, and film the whole thing. So I filmed the factory floor and exactly how they assemble a set of irons, and their process is different to any other manufacturer that I've certainly seen, especially with their swing weighting ideas. Definitely going to put a video out about that. How much you'll be able to hear the guy that's talking, I don't know, because the factory's pretty loud and there's a lot of music in the background, which there should be on a production line. Definitely have the radio on.
Motivate people.
Interesting company, Ping. Really proud of their brand and where they've come from, and they're still a family-owned company. They don't have any shareholders, they don't have any stock to to support. Let's dive into Ben. Right.
Quite a new idea.
Yeah.
And think mixing it up is always good. Not sure if it every week, but as a one-off event, it was pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think anyone agrees that it should be week in, week out. And I would like to see it potentially maybe on a Monday and Tuesday post an event, or maybe a Monday bank holiday. If it's going to be in the UK after an event.
You could make it so you could make it huge, because there's nothing stopping you doing that as an LPGA.
Well, that was funny you say that.
LPGA and a European Tour event
combined,
and combine it and have it in mixed pairs.
Yeah, and it wouldn't even need to be country related then, would it?
You could make it you could do it as a four person team. One amateur, one off the challenge, one off the European, one off the ladies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you
could, four person team.
Yeah, and you could get some celebrities to be that amateur potentially as well.
Well, even just say your top ranked amateur from your country.
Yeah, if you're going to do it, still do it country based. You could do it that way, couldn't you? You could also, depending how big it got, obviously an 18-hole course is 3 sets of 6 holes.
Yeah.
On the right course, you could have 3 different 6-hole courses.
You could.
Well, they'd play round robin matches on the court, to make it last 4 days.
Yeah.
Or just have it big. The scope is there. I really like Greensomes as a format because you don't see it very often, and it just adds another dimension to the, because foursomes is brutal and 4-ball better ball takes too long.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of foursomes.
Of foursomes?
Nah.
It's tough. It is
just
a tough
I
format.
always hated it as an amateur. I just wasn't a fan. I didn't like the fact that I was responsible for somebody else, and then if I hit a bad shot, I can be annoyed at me,
and you can sort it out.
But at least I've got to sort it out. Whereas if I hit a bad shot, and it's like, right, sorry about that, old boy.
Yes.
Get us out the rubbish, will you? So next week we are back to normal though. Portugal.
Yeah, Portuguese Masters. So Ben's commented here, you're spot on about mixed pairs. Yeah, again, we were chatting before we filmed this.
We just read the comment.
South Koreans would kill everyone if it was country related. Yes, they would, especially if the ladies were involved. They'd be able to field at least 5 or 6 teams if it was mixed pairs. Yes, one of the guys that we know that was down there for the media day said that he thought they'd made a mistake and that it should have been mixed. It's difficult to, it's the European Tour is the European Tour, and it was definitely a European Tour incentive. It was their idea, innovative.
Yeah, I'm not going for that.
No. So, and that was, Keith Pelly was there. He obviously didn't see it today, but he's there on the first tee just before the final starts, being interviewed on Sky, and it's like, this is my brainchild. Look at me. Look at what I've done, which is fine because obviously he's got to put his stamp. He's the new commissioner, etc.
And I think he's done well.
Oh.
It's just you can. Like, you have that as a first event, and good, very good, but now let's evolve it.
Yeah, exactly, and again, we'll find out when British Masters rolls around again in October what they're going to do with the Hero Challenge. Are they going to do the same thing?
Yeah, that was
in
very
the evening?
good, I thought.
Yeah,
and it's a part of the evening where you'd never bring anybody onto the course.
No, so
you'd
why
never
not?
bring them on in the evening.
No.
So why not?
Exactly, why not do it? Again, there is scope for floodlit type stuff.
I know. Obviously, from our point of view, it's going to be hard to get to close house. I don't know what provisions there are up there. I know that the European Tour lads were very, very complimentary of the Grove.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
the Grove.
Yeah, and why not? It's a
and
fantastic place.
I've heard from a few people that if the BMW was ever going to move, it will move to the Grove.
Really? Okay.
If that flagship event ever leaves Wentworth, the Grove.
Which it might do. It might do. You never know.
Depends how exclusive Wentworth gets as a franchise. It's one of those things that if it's going to get too exclusive, do you want your flagship event on a course that no one else can play?
Difficult, but then that is the home of the tour, isn't it? Still, so you never know. Ben's commented, played his first green sims for the club last week. He's a member at Newmarket Golf Club just down the road from us, and he said he loved it, and it is great fun.
Somebody would have loved it if you were hitting the tee shot the way you've hitting it the other week.
There you go. Right. Oh, just missed the top of the leaderboard. So Portuguese Masters.
Masters next week, followed by a trip to Italy, and then we are
Open.
Virginia Water.
Yes.
We are
3 events out.
Wentworth bound.
3 weeks out.
And if you haven't, Peterson has put a whole Instagram story up this week. He's obviously walked every hole at Wentworth. Looks mint.
Chris Wood took over European Tour's Instagram and he played there the other day, and they put a load of stuff on it. It was interesting. And again, for us, we watch golf. We've both played Wentworth. We've both been down there many times. It has evolved, but I think it's always evolved for the better. Every time they've made a change, I thought, that's good. I know the 8th hole they've met. Is it 8th or 7th? 6th, 7th. It is the 8th. The 8th where they've messed around with the water.
Dropped the green down.
But every time they've done it, you thought, that's better than the last time.
Yeah, and this time when I went down earlier, a couple of months ago, they've dropped the green down, they've got rid of the bunker, they've put a runoff area in, it looks better. The only thing I didn't like about that flag is you hit something down the front, you're hitting a wedge and you can't see the bottom of the flag. You pitch it on the flat, it zips a little bit and it's straight in the water. It's got such a hard side to it. It was just like you've hit a pretty good shot and it's still screwed you over. Whereas I think some of the one thing I would say is we played the East.
You played the East, yeah.
And on one of the par 3s, you can see down the 6th hole. And the only thing that I could remember that it looked like was the bunkering stood out and looked like Augusta.
Yeah.
It was white sand. It was very green, and the bunkering looked like Augusta off the tee.
Because the 6th is the one where the tee box is the other side of the fairway.
Yeah, it's actually on the east.
Isn't it?
Yeah, and then they've got that some
train
hedges
tracks.
on some train tracks.
Yeah, that's
so they
so
just
cool.
pull out the way.
I love that. That's such good. George has commented, good evening, George. Cannot wait for the players. Who do you think is going to win? Is it too early? Is it too early to make a prediction? I think so.
It is for me. I need to do about 2 days of research and I'll still get it wrong.
You need to do what I do, just make it up as we record.
I'm going to pick somebody this week. You're going to do it your way. I'm going to pick someone and last minute go, no, you.
Exactly. And see what happens.
Miscut.
Yeah. They both, and the other guy wins. Write it down who you were going to pick and put it in an envelope.
Put it in an envelope.
Oh,
this is what you could have won.
This is what's so great about these picks, and I've been loving this year doing properly having a pick each week.
Yeah,
laughing
at me.
But laughing at you. I enjoy that anyway. But actually thinking, I'm not a betting person, so it doesn't. I'm not used to having to make a pick every week, so I'm really enjoying it. Having that.
I've learned that whoever I pick in that, I don't bet on during the week.
Just that's it. It's just always been wrong, hasn't it?
Ridiculous. But there you go.
There you go. So what have we got after Wentworth then?
Well, George, just on that hindsight.
Yeah. Rory or John Rahm?
Oh.
Ben.
We're looking into your clothing for you as well.
Oh, yes.
I'll get back to you in just a few moments.
Indeed, yes. Yeah.
He's just checking stock availability.
Good. Well done. Well remembered. Yeah, Rory or John Rahm?
I'd like to see Rory.
Mm-hmm. Be a nice bit of a statement for him, return to form.
He needs a bit of cut glass in his life.
He's had a bit of a slow time, hasn't he, recently?
Yeah.
By his standards, which are obviously very high.
Like, obviously, he played at Masters. I couldn't really tell you the last time he played before. Doesn't feel like he's played a lot.
No, and is that symptomatic of him just preparing for those big events, whereas maybe in the last few years, because he was young, he just wanted to play everything and wanted to do more. Yeah. Is he managing? Is he
just going to play all summer?
Yeah, maybe.
I know he's going to play. Well, obviously, he'll play Irish.
Mm-hmm. He'll play. He won't play French or Scottish, will he?
I don't know if he plays
those. He doesn't
Ryder
play.
Cup though, isn't it?
Yeah. So, are they doing extra? They're not doing any extra points for the French Open, are they? I don't
No, but I'd imagine it'd be good to have 4 days round it.
Yeah.
If he hasn't played there before.
An outsider. Size fleeced you, Adam. You need to listen to Adzi more.
Yeah, I know.
I don't fleece him. It's just dumb luck most of the time.
I got a hole in the bottom of my pot.
Yeah, it's just funneled straight into one. So yes, George, you think an outsider on Sunday? It has thrown up a few outsiders in the past. Yeah. Just as the Golf Sixes finished and the coverage went off, they did a preview starting to build up the hype of the players, and it's one of those events that's been around a long time and didn't necessarily always have such a high status as it has now.
No.
But I think as that golf course evolved, and I genuinely think a lot of it is down to the fact that it was that first tournament players course. It's been on all those computer games. So all the guys that grew up in the late 90s, early 2000s, and are now golf fans, like we are, in their 30s and 40s, they've played that golf course. They know it like the back of their hand.
Yeah.
The 17th was that really first island to green, wasn't it?
We were talking about the golf course that's just been commissioned in North London, the Dye it's called. So it's been commissioned in North London, and they are recreating the 17th at Sawgrass.
Yes, that'll be interesting, won't it? That's definitely worth a trip.
Yeah, definitely.
That's definitely worth a trip. So Ben has commented, you're right, Ben, I'd completely forgotten about this, the Rolex series.
Oh, it is.
The French Open is part of that, because remember we said French and Italian are part of it, because they're going to try and entice people to stay in Europe between PGA and the British Open. So so that might tempt Rory. Will he want to be the first winner of the Rolex series?
Yes.
It's interesting.
As a Rolex ambassador.
Exactly.
I think he is, isn't he?
No,
he's Omega.
It's Omega.
Well, there's a bit of a clash.
Yeah, not a sponsor.
He'll have to have one on each arm.
That'd be interesting. He'll have to do his interview winning the Rolex series, scratching his face with his Omega on. He'll get loads for that. Because they presented him with one for his birthday, didn't they?
Yeah.
A new watch for his birthday. One. There was two, wasn't there?
Yeah.
One from the year of his birth, a replica. So yeah,
I'm sure he was struggling for birthday presents.
Rolex series, yeah. Him and the Rock, back-to-back days.
Yeah.
So yes, Rolex series, is that going to tempt people?
You would hope so. Like
money is at the end of the day,
points.
it's a business. It's business,
money and
isn't
points,
it?
Isn't it?
That's they're in it. The career, careers could end, form could go at any moment. So you've got to cash that money in.
I never get it when people say about footballers. They're like, "Oh, he's gone there for the money." Yeah, of course he has. Mm-hmm. He's got like 10 years
maximum
to get as much cash as possible.
So he doesn't have to do
anything else.
No.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
No, if you're good enough.
If you're good enough, just go and cash in wherever you can.
Yeah, exactly.
And then retire and do whatever you want.
As the same about IPL, same as that, isn't it?
Yeah,
if you've got a chance to go and play cricket and earn £1 million, £1 million, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then
go and get it.
Do it. Just do it. Get it done and move on.
Perfect.
So, I think 34 minutes in, we almost time to say goodbye. The iPad's died. So we're going to have to move inside to watch.
Comment.
I'm going to just get the leaderboard up to see what's going on.
So,
PGA Tour.com.
This week, I have a tournament.
Yes.
So, playing on Thursday at Hintlesham, so we'll see how that goes. However,
Carrying a bit of an injury.
got a bit of an injury at the minute. Can't actually lift my arm above my head into this position, which doesn't bode well for my
a golf
backswing.
No.
So
You might have to play left-handed.
Done something playing cricket yesterday, and yeah, that's relatively sore.
Speaking of left-handed, we got a challenge request this week from
Oh,
my
no.
father, of all people,
Right.
who says we need to play a hole left-handed, but play it properly. So we've done like just doing a par 3, you know. But he says you got to hit driver. He's got want to do par 4 or par 5, where we actually have to hit driver off the tee. Then we have to hit a long iron. Then we have to short game. So it's like it'll be a long video,
Yeah.
but it could be quite interesting. We'll make sure there's plenty of room this side of the hole
Make sure
for our big blocks.
Make sure there's plenty of room in the SD card.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll have backup batteries for that video. So here we go. Leaderboard. So not a great deal has changed other than... Where is Pat Perez gone? He's gone. Yeah, Pat Perez has gone. He's 7 under now. He's dropped back. Patrick Reed is still 9 under through 10. Dustin is 1 back at 8 under with Brian Harmon and John Rahm. So, okay, just before we go.
Oh no. Who do you want me to curse?
Four players. Which one are you going to curse? So Patrick Reed, Dustin Johnson, Brian Harmon, John Rahm.
Right, I'm going to curse Dustin Johnson.
You're going to curse Dustin Johnson. Yeah, I think with he's played the 16, so he's only got 17 and 18 to go. I think the winning score is going to be 10 under, and I think Brian Harmon is going to get it done. I think he's going to.
That wasn't where I thought you were going to go.
There you go. But it wasn't where I was going to go until a minute ago. Then I decided it was.
You're looking at down here,
Yes.
and then it went up
Yeah,
there.
growing it down. So Brian Harmon, I think, is going to come through there. So Ben, yes, good luck at Hindlesham.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
And Ben's with me on Wednesday. I completely forgot about that because I'm still in holiday mode.
Yep.
We've got an aim point clinic on Wednesday. So Jane Donaldson's coming over to do aim point clinic. So if you're watching this and you're local to Bury and fancy a bit of that, let me know. There's still a few spaces left. Really excited about that. I'm not sure how much filming we're allowed to do on the day or how much.
To win.
Stuart Fisher to win. Cheers, Gaffers. Yes, greatest golfer of all time. It'd be interesting if we actually.
Rocket Cup winner.
Stuart Fisher is left-handed.
Yeah.
And I might see if I can tempt him out of golf retirement for one hole to take us on left-handed, because then that might be quite interesting.
Yeah.
An actual left-hander. Yes. So well done, Caffers. And well batted yesterday, by the way. Caffers plays for Brockley and got some runs. So, Brian Harmon to win. Dustin Johnson, double bogey. 4 balls in the water, up 17,
Yeah,
probably.
sorry, Dustin.
But
win
you're
next
probably
week.
you're probably going to come back and win the players when Adam hasn't picked
And I
you.
definitely can't pick you next week because you will be favourite.
Anyway, you must be favourite.
Yeah. There you go.
Him and Rory will be right up there as
Yeah.
favourites. So, guys, as always, thank you very much for watching.
If this is your first time watching us, hello. And
Well done for making it through 37 minutes of us probably not live if you haven't seen us before.
And if you would be so kind to just hit the subscribe button below. That'll get you all of our content free of charge as soon as we upload it. There's also a bell icon.
Yep.
If you hit that, when we do go live, you'll get a notification. You'll be able to log on with all your questions and get them over to us.
Indeed, we do love this interaction that we get on the live stuff. Hopefully, we're doing our best with the picture and stuff. We're trying different bits of technology and different apps and services for all this stuff. We're always trying something different. Sometimes it works. Often it doesn't with us in technology.
Often it just becomes a black screen.
And we sit here going, what's happened here? But yeah, it is great fun, this live stuff.
Yep.
And yeah, we'll just keep doing it. So, as always, thank you for watching.
And we are back on schedule this week. We promise.
Back on schedule this week, definitely. Lastly, I was going to say something, I've completely forgotten what it was about another video that we've got coming, but you'll just have to wait and see for that because I've forgotten.
There's something coming.
There's something coming. So I don't know what it is. I'm going to go around and turn this microphone off. You say goodbye.
Guys, as always, thanks for watching. He's fallen over the same thing again.
And we'll see you soon.
See you later.